Morning and good afternoon once again, my dear Nilambe friends. I think you had a good time. You have spent last couple of hours joyfully, especially mindfulness in motion session, and then meals. Both are equally important. And now we are here to do some guided meditation, a group meditation once again, and then the talk of the day. So let us start our second session with this group meditation. Now let us feel the area of our heart where especially we feel the joy. The joy and at the same time the sadness. What can we feel? At least physically, can we feel something when we Pay attention on the area of our heart. Other than physical sensations, what else can we experience when we are being with the area of our heart? Anything psychological, anything emotional? Do we experience any kind of blocks or blockages or some kinds of obstacles or walls when we try to connect to our heart? if if we experience any emotional blockage or psychological blockage, or any invisible wall, then let's see how far we can accept them without resisting, and how far we can be friendly with them without being angry. if those frozen blockages are starting to melt, just know and just witness and just experience it. With this warm feeling, please open your eyes consciously. Dear friends, meditating with the heart or meditating on the heart or meditating of the heart is something very, very beautiful, something very, very interesting and fascinating. At the same time, on the other hand, it is something hard, not easy. And we may have to go through some unexpected outcomes. And we may have to face to self-rejection reactions. Self-rejection means we are walking towards the heart and the heart may say, no, don't come. Do not come. I don't want to be with you. You can stay somewhere else, not with me or not in me. So I think we all have these kind of rejection experiences in our life with others, because of others. Sometimes parents rejected us, some family members, some friends, maybe working places, we have this experience. And maybe with partners. But that's different, even though that is very painful. Nobody is ready for that kind of rejections. But this is different. When we are coming to us, we are coming towards our own self, to our own heart center, heart chakra. And then the center, the heart chakra says, no, I don't want you. I'm happy without you. You can stay in somewhere else. You can go somewhere else. Don't hurt me. Don't disturb me. And that is really, really very painful. So sometimes we may have to face to this kind of self-rejection reactions when we try to go into our own heart, not going into someone else's heart. That is acceptable, but to our own hearts, that's terrible. But what to do? If the heart says no, then what we can do? Can we force our heart? No, you can't reject me. I am your boss. Therefore, you should have space for me always. Even though I return to you after 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, doesn't matter. You have to keep my place forever. My dear friends, we can say these things to anyone, to everybody else except our own heart. So we had to find another way to approach the heart, approach our own heart. Anyhow, so what I want to tell you is, on one hand, meditating on the heart, meditating with the heart, and meditating of the heart, and meditating about the heart is interesting and fascinating and up to a certain extent joyful experience. On the other hand, it's not easy, not simple. And it's a question, why it is not simple? My understanding is the heart is the most simple thing in our life. Everything else is so complicated. Everything else is so complicated except the heart. The heart is the most simple and light functions in human life. But somehow now we have to go through a lot of complications to enter into the heart. So, better to ask why. Why? It's a good question. For most of us have at least two different kinds of lives. Maybe more, but at least two for most of us. One is family life, personal life, so-called normal life. And the next life is, the second life is working life, job. It's very rare to hear that both are same. Personal life is the working life and working life is the personal life. It's a very rare thing. We can say very fortunate if someone says like that, I have only one life, my personal life is my working life is my personal life. And on the other hand, it's very unfortunate thing. Why? For working life, we had to prepare ourselves for the work. Even we need a proper dress to go for a work. Maybe some professions have dress code. So we are not free to dress whatever we want. And that's the simple thing. Not everything else is so complicated than this dress. And then when we work, when we are in the office, we need mathematics, calculators to count, to divide, to multiply. We need mathematics for working, for the job. And we need a lot of knowledge. Without knowledge, we can't work. So for working, we need knowledge, particular knowledge. And also we need past experiences to work. And every day we had to update them. Knowledge, we had to update information. And there are many more. We have to be on time for working. Time is very important. Every second, every minute is important. If it is 10:25, should be 10:25, not 10:20, not 10:30. So, and we have to always be nice. Always be gentle to the clients. And when we are at our home, own family, in our personal life is different. Actually, for personal life, we don't need a calculator. No. Mathematics is not so important subject for personal life, for home life. and past experiences, different subject matter knowledge are not so important for personal life or family life. And we don't have to update those subjects, the knowledge, information every day. And the time is, we can be flexible. So we can see a lot of opposite qualities. Maybe some similar qualities as well, but lot of opposite qualities are there in between personal life or family life and working life. Family life, dress is, we are free. We can wear whatever we want. So in a way, relax. It's a relative thing, but usually we can say we are relaxed. We can be relaxed. Even though it is true that we can relax when we are in our normal life, or family life, or personal life, we are relaxed. We can relax. We can be flexible, even though those are true. But somehow there is some kind of behaviors or behavior which we couldn't explain based on this, what we have discovered, this logic. Some housewives when they come home, husband, when they came home, come home, they are still working, the dining table and there was a power cut. That's why disconnected and connect again. Anyhow, the complaint is maybe husband is a police officer or a teacher or university lecturer or medical doctor or a driver, whomever, doesn't matter, a manager, a judge, whomever, comes back to home, and then behave as a police officer, or behave as a medical doctor, behave as an engineer, behave as a manager, or a Supreme Court judge in the house, in the home, with family members. That means the wife is missing, or wife she is missing her husband. Husband is not there. A judge is there. A doctor is there. So she is not waiting for a doctor to get any medicine. The wife is waiting for a lovely husband, not a professional doctor. Oh, she's not waiting for a police officer out something. Oh, she is not. She has not been waiting for a judge to justify something. Only waiting for a husband. But the physically he comes back. But inside of that physical form, husband is not there. Husband is not there. And also children make that complaint against their parents, both. Not only against the father, also against mother. If mother is also a profession, working somewhere, we are waiting for our lovely parents. But who come at the end of the day? Not whom we expect. No. A teacher comes, a doctor, an engineer, a bank manager. We don't need them. And this complaint or this pain we can understand easily. So why this happens? But I never heard it other way around. That in the office, clients or other colleagues do not say that we need a manager, not a father, not a husband, or not a wife. We need a clerk or an accountant. We need them. But it doesn't happen that way. It always, so for 99% it happens the other way around, not this way. Why? Why we are always playing the role of our job, even in our personal life, even in our home, with our family members, with our innocent partners and innocent kids. Why we cannot change our role? Someone can say because we play that role more than anything else in our lifetime. That is not true. And we went to work maybe after 20 years in our life, 25 years, 30 years, and we retired. We will retire around 60s, 55, 60, 65. And only 1/3 the day we work, and 2/3 of the day we don't work. So it is not the time, not because of the time. It's something else. Something else. And when I was reflecting or contemplating or meditating on this, and then some aspects came to my mind, which are, I think, very related to today's topic. So basically, we have two lives, personal life and working life, job. Two places. And one place we need mathematics, geography, maybe science, economics, accountancy, history, all these subject knowledge we need. And we have to update. We need new information. And the time is very important. But at the home, in our personal life, we don't need these things. We don't need mathematics, economics, accountancy, physics. So that's very simple life, but very difficult to maintain simplicity. That is the point. Why it is so difficult to be a simple person? Why it is so easier to maintain a complicated role for 24 hours per day? Something is wrong. So what I have discovered is, one thing is related to the mind or the brain, and the other one is related to the heart. You can also reflect on this. You don't have to depend on my discoveries. You can do your own discoveries. So what I have discovered is, usually for our working life, we are using mathematics are part of the brain, part of the mind. All this subject matter knowledge is here. We have to save everything in here, in the brain, in the mind. And we have to update them. We need new information every day. And the concept of time is also part of the mind or part of the brain. And doesn't matter whether we are tired or not, whether we are sick or not, whether we are in a good mood or not, we have to smile to each client. We cannot say, I am tired today. You go back and come back whenever I am fresh. I am not in a good mood now. Go, get out, and you can come back whenever I am in a good mood. We cannot say like that. We have to repress all these difficulties, physical, mental, emotional difficulties. We have to repress and plant a smile, maybe only here, lips, and say, how nice, yeah, I am here for you, what I can do for you, so and so. So it's really a fake acting. So that is also part of the mind. Acting or being a fake person is part of the mind. Without mind, we can't do. So all are mind-based games, mind-based functions. I'm not saying 100%, but mainly. And being a husband, being a wife, being a mother, being a father, being a friend is nothing to do with the mind. Nothing to think about it. Oh, I have to be a father now. I had to act as a father now. I had to act as a husband now, or wife, or mother, or friend. We cannot do it. By thinking, no one can do this. Who can do this with this thinking? It happens without thinking. With thinking, impossible. How much we think, that much it is becomes becoming impossible. Let it happen naturally. Let it happen naturally. If you are a mother, then be a mother. If you are a father, then be a father. If you are a husband or wife, then let it happen. Let it happen. We don't need a brain for that. We don't have to function a particular program in our brain to reactivate that function. No. But now we had to do it. When we come back our home, same. A doctor is there, an engineer, accountant, police officer, judge, they are there. No father. So everybody is shocked now. Everybody is afraid to talk to each other. And we take a lot of time to realize this thing. And then we had to make an effort to let go of the profession, let go of the uniform, to settle down as a father or as a mother. So what happens to us? What happens to us? My dear friends, it is easier to enter into the mind. It is easier to enter into the mind or to the brain, easier, but very difficult to get out from the mind. Very difficult. It's a trap. It's a trap. Once we are inside of it, then it is closed. We are used to say that heart is closed. Heart is not closed. The mind is closed. The mind is closed when we are inside of the mind. That's the problem. Then whatever else is open, it's nothing for us, because now we are inside of the mind. We cannot come out. So this is the biggest thing. We shouldn't understand this thing. We always think that something is wrong with the heart. Heart is closed. That's why we cannot touch the heart. We cannot feel the heart or sense the heart. First, we had to learn to open the heart. Otherwise, that's true. Somehow that's true. But actually, the main problem is, the main issue is, the mind is closed. Whenever we step into the mind, then it's closed. And it is not like working hours from 8 to 4. So when we start to work, we are inside and mind closed at 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. open and we go outside. No. Once we are inside, it is closed, closed, closed. Maybe days and days, weeks and weeks, months and months. So that's why when we sleep and we have, most of dreams are related to our professions, related to our working place, clients, working difficulties which we are going through in our working place. Working place is here. There are two kinds of working places. One is physical working place. It is maybe in the next city, in the capital, wherever, somewhere. And home is here. Home is physically here. For example, one can say the home is in Nilambe and the working place in Kandy. So that person is going to Kandy every day by bus to work. And after the work, he or she is coming back by bus to home, to Nilambe from Kandy. So these two places are physically in the country, in the ground, on the earth. Home and working place. But here also we have this working place and home. Working place here. Home is here. I think in this way it is a bit easier for you to understand what I try to tell you. Mind, working place. So we need mathematics. We had to count things, divide things, multiply things, and we had to be logical. Otherwise, difficult to work. Whatever job we do, we have to be logical. Logical thinking is important. And we need a lot of subject matter knowledge. All are here. And critical thinking, judging. They are very important for working. Judging mind is important. Past experiences are important. The latest information is important. But to live, for home life, house life, we don't need them. We don't need mathematics. We don't need any physics or biology or economics or accountancy or history or geography or news, whatever. They are not important for home. If we know how to move from here to here and here to here, then no problem. Whenever we want to work, we had to walk here. Only few steps. Maybe a couple of centimeters, even not a meter. Maybe 1/3 of meter, even less. And after working, we had to come back. How nice. Come down. Go up, come down. So coming down should be easier than going up. But unfortunately, it is not easy now. Once we go inside of this, then very difficult to come out. So now the problem is, my dear friends, this is something serious. The problem is now our working place and home both are here. Both are here. The mind, the brain, working place and the home. So what an unfortunate thing. So we lost our home. We lost our home now. We are homeless. Really, we are homeless. the working place, the working place is not giving us a homely feeling at all. No homely feeling at all. Maybe we can sleep on the desk, on the office table, one can sleep. That's possible, but it doesn't say that it is giving us the homely feeling. So what I have noticed is, for most of humans, no homes. No homes. And for 24 hours, 7 days,
So we wait for a while. Seems like we could have some problems with the network there. So yeah, I think it's in now. Sorry.
this is Sri Lanka. You are experiencing a bit of Sri Lanka now. A bit of. Anyhow, my dear friends, even though one can sleep and cook and eat and doing everything in the office, it doesn't give us or give that person a homely feeling. So homeless. Homeless means no security, nothing, only mind, always mind. So 7 days per week and 4 weeks per month and 365 days per year. Living in the mind, inside the mind. What a horrible and terrible way of living, thinking. So what are the functions? What we do when we work? We have to think. We have to remember things. We have to make plans. We have to argue. We have to use logical thinking. And we need calculators to count things and divide things and multiply things and so. And we should know what is happening right now. What are the latest news? We need everything for working. Only for working. But if someone is doing all those things for 24 hours per day, that means he or she is living inside of the brain, inside of the mind, for 24 hours per day, for 365 days per year. And say, oh, my heart is closed. My heart is closed. That is a wrong understanding. Heart is opened and it is inviting you to come. It is inviting us to come. The heart is opened. Say, come, please come. But we are trapped. We are trapped with our own logical thinking, our own mathematics, our own past, our own future, and our own hopes, wishes, ambitions, and so-called news. With all those things, we are trapped in the mind. So what a horrible life, and what a terrible life. So that's why, my dear friends, we had to meditate. I don't see any other healthy way to open the mind, not to open the heart. There are many ways to open the heart. Yes, no need to meditate to open the heart. No need. There are many other simple ways. But the most difficult thing is open the gate of the mind to come out. It's like a prison. No prison. We are in prison. Where is the key? How to unlock? What is the password to enter, to open the gate of the mind? We all forget because we are so busy with so-called mental activities. We are so busy now, day and night, even while we are sleeping. We are thinking, we are sleeping on the working table. Yes. In front of a computer, we are sleeping. In front of the calculator, we are sleeping. So we are counting. So we had to meditate now. Mean. What does this mean? We had to stop. We had to stop all these mental activities one by one. One by one, we had to stop. That is called meditation. We have to stop thinking. Not forcibly, but we should not invest our energy in thinking. We have to withdraw our energy from thinking. Remembering the past, we have to stop making dreams for future. Again, we should not supply energy for this activity. And logical thinking, critical thinking, judgmental thinking, one by one we had to switch off, switch off, switch off, switch off, switch off. When I say this switch off, it is easier. It's a switchboard, switch off 1, 2, 3, 4, all the switches, but not with the mind. Because of what? We are trapped, the mind. We are addicted to the mind. Therefore, we had to do a couple of things. The first thing is not to invest any new energy in whatever mental activities. Not to supply fuel for any mental activities, at least for temporary period of time. The second thing, even supplied, we empowered the mind to work for many years. In the future, it can work even though we stop suddenly all the energy, all the power, all the gasoline, but the mind has stock. So The first thing is we have to stop to support to the mind. But mind is working. We cannot stop it. But we have to withdraw. This is the first thing. The second thing, the mind is still working now. All the functions are functioning. So we have to observe now. The second thing is being an observer, not being a worker, being an observer. So we had to change our position now. Still we are in the mind, but now we are not the workers. We are supervisors. We are observers, watchers, and witnesses. Do anything to the office, the working place. We are not doing anything for the working place now. So this is the second thing. With meditation, we are doing these both things. And then we have to do two more things. Two more things. The first thing is we start to live. That means, what does it mean? Like a machine, working, multitasking. It's a beautiful term, multitasking. They are really robots or machines. So now we have to make an effort. We have to make an effort in living, to live. How to live. We have to do things slowly. Not in the office, in our normal life, family life, do things slowly. In the office, we had to work fast. We had to profound our working life in the office. But after the office, consciously learn to do things slowly. Whenever you come outside of the office, consciously slow down your walk. It's faster, but when you come home, drive slowly. Enjoy what you are doing. This is important. Consciously slowing down. And try to feel. Whatever you do, try to feel. Not thinking. Don't think, just feel. Thinking is over. It is part of the office. Now try to feel whatever you do. Even you drive a car, feel it. The steering wheel, feel. The gear, the pedals, switches, mirrors, even the car. Try to feel. And if you travel by a train or bus, even you can feel the seat. Oh, how nice seat. Feel. And look at the sceneries. For these things, there are two more things are supportive or supporting. being an artist. Try to be an artist. This is important. If you want to come out from the mind, come out from the office to your home, to the heart, then be an artist. Be an artist. Not a professional one. There is no competition. No need to go to any school to learn any kind of aesthetic subject. If you have time, please do it. But even though, if you don't have time or talent, doesn't matter. Now, there are two aspects in arts: creative side and appreciation. Appreciation. So we can practice both. Whatever you do, try to create something in an artistic way, even when you cook, when you make a tea. Not only you are making something to drink, you are making something beautiful, something aromatic, something tasty, and something nutrition. So feel all these things. Give priority for this idea. I am making an art. I am making an art. Not just a tea, not just a coffee, not just a salad. I am making an art. And there are plenty of opportunities in your life to create small artistic things in every single activity, with every single activity. And that is something with heart. You are doing something with heart. Not with mathematics, not with logic, not with history or past, future, no. With the heart. And the second thing, try to appreciate, like you are appreciating a poem, appreciating a painting, appreciating a dance. Try to appreciate, learn to appreciate whatever you experience, whatever you see, whatever you hear. We think that movies and dramas are only theaters and drama places. No, everything is dramas. Everything is dramas and movies. Even a leaf falling down a leaf is a movie. If you watch it, you can see it's how nice, how dancing. The last thing is, whatever you do with feelings. Feelings, not as a duty. Duty is over now. Yeah, duties we have to do in our office. But after the office, no duties. Duties are finished. No duties in your home. No duties. No burdens in your home. Burdens, everything comes from the heart. You do for your own joy. I can finish this talk. Also, I can talk without finishing. So both are possible, but I would like to finish this talk now with a small story. there was an Indian Swami who came from South Africa, but actually he was an Indian. He came from an Indian family, but born in Johannesburg in South Africa. His name is Dayal, Swamiji Dayal, I think. He wrote many books. One of his books, he says this. In his young age, he came to India from Johannesburg to climb the mountain, Everest mountain. He had a backpack and he was climbing. And then he saw a small girl, 13 years or 14 years old, a small girl is also climbing this Everest, boy, carrying a small boy, not a small baby, small boy, smaller than her, but he's a boy, but he couldn't walk because his age. And after watching this Swamiji Dayal told to this girl, why are you carrying this burden? He asked this question from this small girl, little girl, why are you carrying this burden? It's a burden for you. Even without your brother carrying this boy, it's difficult to climb the mountain, Everest. But bringing him, carrying him, it's impossible. Why are you carrying this burden? Then this girl, he wrote this incident, one of his books. Then this girl said, sir, don't say nonsense. This is not a burden. This is my brother. It is not a burden for me. I enjoy it a lot. If I climb alone without him, I couldn't walk. I couldn't climb. Even thinking to climb is impossible alone without him. But with him, I'm carrying him. Now I have energy. It's not a burden. It's something energetic thing. That is the power for me to climb this mountain, to bring him to the top of the mountain. But sir, you are carrying a burden. She said to this Swamiji Dayal, you are carrying a burden. Your backpack, it is nonsense. Whatever you are carrying, no life is there. It's a burden. But what I am carrying is not a burden. It's my life. My brother is my life. So this is not a duty at all. But yeah, Swami has duty to carry. It's a responsibility to carry all these so-called necessary things for camping. Even though it is heavy, no choice for him. He has to go. But for this little girl, it's not a burden. It's a life. It's not a duty at all. No burden, no heaviness. She walked all the way up with that smile. Thank you very much, dear friends. So now please be an artist and see how far you can be an artist with whatever you are doing. No duties, only create some artworks until we meet for our next group meditation. Enjoy your own artist.